Hello. Hello. Good to be here. I'm finally not lurking for once. Yeah, I normally just lurk so I can troll people from the sidelines, but no, today I'm in the game. Yeah. Oh no. Prime Knight said he can't hear Trym. Yeah, I hear Monkey, no Trym.
Of course, this thing just. How about now? Can you guys hear me?
Hopefully they can hear you now.
Please tell me they can hear me.
Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna have to carry this whole thing myself, and
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, deal with it. You're a stonk boy. Well, deal with it, Bleach. You can blame the Hungarian. Oh
Okay,
man.
apparently they can hear you, but I think I'm louder than you are.
Okay. I'm gonna try this then. Say something.
Hello.
Beep. I think yeah.
I'm a monkey.
We're pretty much on the same level here now, so it should be all right.
All right. All
Good.
right. Yeah, they say better. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
my entire introduction was now ignored, which is pretty decently.
It was the best introduction you've ever heard. I can't believe everybody missed it.
Yeah, now I'm just sad, dejected, you know.
Oh well.
Well, such is
You'll
life.
never you'll never get to know what the intro was.
Nah,
Sorry, chat.
and it will be forever lost into the void.
Yeah.
But since we don't need an introduction, since you already know the monkey, and also to everybody who's here, hello Arden Party, Robert Renato, Gorik the Barbarian, Bleach Demon, Maureen Peters, Stormy, Prime Knight, Callum Dayton, and Bleach Demon again because your mouth a little shit, and Arden Party again because hey,
Yeah.
I'm not good at remembering names, so you can sue me later, unless you're American, because then you might actually sue me, and I don't want that.
I was talking to Trym before we started streaming as well about how yesterday's stream was Gorak the Barbarian, and at first I thought somebody else from the outside had wandered in because it was public. So I thought, oh, somebody's just stumbled across it, and we have somebody called Gorak the Barbarian. Until I noticed that the character we were playing is Gorak the Barbarian, and apparently one of you, and we have no idea who, has just made an account called Gorak the Barbarian for that exact purpose. It seems.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Gorak before,
But he
so
thinks you've been around for longer, so we need an answer to this. Did you create an account just for yesterday's stream?
I'm a
Or
real boy.
or have you been I'm a real boy? Yeah,
I might be having a schizo moment though, so you never know. So
Arden
as
says he thought it was Callum Dayton, but Callum Dayton's in the chat as well as Gorak, so I don't think that's true.
I mean, Callum Dayton could be a multitasking champ though.
Yeah, could be.
Has the Finnish guy arrived yet? Marco? Earl?
Don't see him.
Hmm. I mean,
Yes, Maureen's here as well. Seriously, I'm a slow monkey. Yes, I'm a very slow monkey. I was busy. I've got things to do on my end here. I'm busy making sure the game doesn't crash. We are still testing it after all.
yes. And as it is a game and he needs a logo for it, I've been challenged to make a logo. So I'm doing a
Yeah.
little bit of cheating here and just using this as a baseline and seeing what I can do. Maybe make some medieval, maybe try something techie. We'll work it out.
Yeah, we'll
He
figure it out as
is
we go.
AI chatter.
I am AI chatter. All right. Okay, I guess we're just never going to know who Gorak is.
One day we'll find out, but truth
One day
is,
we will find out. You will be doxxed,
yes.
Gorak.
But the truth is, will we want to find out?
Yeah, it would ruin the mystery, I think.
Yeah, let Gorak the Barbarian be Gorak the Barbarian. Now, what I want to see is Gorak the Barbarian a cage fight it against Conan.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
I'd pay.
that'd
I'd pay for that.
that'd be cool.
Who do you think would win, Gorak or Conan?
I mean, I am pretty certain that Conan can kill almost anything, but I mean, just look at Gorak. Look at that piece of man meat right there. There's not a single challenger who wouldn't be afraid of him. I think even Conan would be like, yes, that would be a
Yeah.
challenge. Yeah.
Plus he's the Dragonborn, so he gets an extra, you know.
Oh, dude. If he's the Dragonborn, then that shit's gonna be absolutely broken. If you play Skyrim for more than 3 hours, you'll find an excellent way to break the fucking game.
I never played Skyrim much actually. I started playing this game and then didn't get through it. I should probably go back. Play
Yeah,
it again.
I just play the game until I get really distracted, then I fall out of it, and fun
Yeah.
ensues.
I played enough of the game that I understand some of the memes.
Nice. So, as this is the theme of our stream, the people
Mm.
most likely want to know, how did you come up with this idea? Or rather, what is the idea for those who don't know yet?
So where to begin? So many of you know me already, and you know I have a YouTube channel, Based Ape, and I started off on YouTube by making stupid 30-second clips for Lotus Eater's comment section for fun because I was having a lot of fun with it.
Again, if you haven't seen his Prince Harry video yet, you
I
fucking
do
should.
I do still sometimes from time to time make videos, and I do really enjoy it. It's good. You should watch the Royal Rumble one. People seem to really like that.
I love it.
But I really enjoy doing it. But the problem is that I don't know what kind of like twitches they have on the back end of YouTube, but they've definitely flipped the no more subscribers for this guy switch for me.
Mm.
Yeah, for the past year and a half, I have not gained nor lost a single subscriber. It's locked on the exact same number. I'm not sure why.
The curry smells strong here.
Yeah. So I did realize that this is a channel that I'm basically just never going to be able to grow in any way, which kind of took the fun out of it a little bit. So I kind of started thinking, what if I was to make a new channel, what would it be? And I'd want to do something just completely different. I wanted to think of something completely different to do. And also it is good to mention me in my real life when I'm not being a monkey. I'm a programmer. Mainly like kind of web-based programming and things like this. So I have a lot of technical skills as well. And I thought to try to make something that nobody had ever seen before, just because I like to challenge myself in that kind of way. So the idea was that I wanted it to be interactive because I think the streaming is more fun when it's interactive. Like I stream with you guys, and the reason I find it so fun is just to sit in the chat and have some banter with you. Like the fact that you're actually sort of in the moment and in the experience as well. It's not just watching somebody and just commenting Spergy stuff.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, it needs to be something interactive. And I was stuck on that idea for the longest time. The longest time. I tried to think of something good that I could do for fun, a new YouTube channel that YouTube hopefully won't blast into oblivion. And then because I'm a programmer and I work a lot with I actually started looking into all the AI stuff that was coming out. I found it really interesting, like super, super interesting. I became slightly obsessed with it for a while.
A bit. I mean, I remember dropping in and it was like this, at least a month maybe, where it was nothing but AI talk and AI
Yeah,
images. The
that was my fault.
abominations you created.
I had a little bit of an obsession, and then of course, yeah, I started making my own. So like, the people who are on my Discord server know that there's a character there called the monkey. And I made this because Ardent suggested it. to train my own specialized AI, but what I trained it in was, as he called it, bastards of the 21st century or the 20th century. Sorry. So what I did is I went and found books from uh, Stalin, Mao, Hitler, Che Guevara, uh, who else?
So
Pretty much
all the fun lads of history, I
all the
hear.
fun lads of the 20th century,
Jeez.
all the spicy boys from the 20th century who did a lot of bad things. And Karl Marx, obviously. Oh, and obviously, who can forget Justin Trudeau?
Ew.
Um, and then I trained it all on this, and then told it to be a dictator of a fictional country. So you can now go into if you're on my Discord server, you can talk to a bot that I made. That's basically trained to be an asshole. It's trained to be an authoritarian psycho.
Though note it
Uh,
didn't become an asshole until after he added Trudeau.
yeah, that was really the tipping point.
Yeah, weird. It stopped making sense after Karl Marx.
Yeah. So yeah, basically I've been playing a lot with AI, and I guess one day I was thinking about the kind of idea that I was having before about like this YouTube channel and maybe trying to make some sort of interactive game or something, but having no idea how it would work. And I thought, I wonder if I can actually get this thing to play Dungeons and Dragons with me. I was like, it would be the dungeon master, and it would guide me through the story, and like enforce all the rules and stuff. Uh, and yeah, actually, it actually worked out pretty well. I actually did manage to get it to play Dungeons and Dragons with me, and like go tell me, like, sort of take me through this story where I get to make the decisions on how we proceed. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I thought, yeah, I really wonder if I could actually make this idea that I had for this interactive game come true, because there was still like a lot of question marks in my mind. Like, would it work well enough? Um, would it work well enough that it could actually functionally go through a whole game? And it turned out it could. And then would it do this or would it do that? Because that's the thing with AI, is you don't really have any control over it, and you don't know what it's going to do because we don't really understand how it's doing what it's doing. Well, we do, but not in a way with that you can sort of predict what's going to come out of it. Um, so yeah, there was a lot of question marks. So I just kept building it because I was just obsessed with this project I was doing. I thought it'd be really fun, and it got to a certain point where I realized that all the core components that I actually needed were tested, and it looked like I could actually do this if I wanted to. So that's what I've been doing for the last few months. There was a bit of a setback because, as you know, some of you know, I left my job uh, about a month and a half ago, and a lot of the code for it was on my work's computer, which it wasn't supposed to be, and
Oh.
all got deleted. So I basically had to start all over again from scratch.
Oh, I didn't know that part. That kind of fucking sucks, though.
Dude, I was actually more upset about that than losing my job.
Oh.
Like, I was more upset that I lost like 3 months worth of code. So
I would
I
be
took
pissed too.
yeah, so I took some time off to, drink and lay about as you do after you get laid off. And then I thought, right, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna actually do this. I think I can make this work. Let's just do it. And I thought that I'd probably be able to get back to where I was before in roughly 2 weeks. It actually took me 4 days, which was quite good because everything was already in my mind of how everything worked, and so much of it beforehand was experimentation. So, so yeah, I managed to get back to where I was within 4 days. Thank God. It was painstaking redoing all that work, but yeah, I decided I really wanted to kind of just make this happen and see if it would work.
Yeah. I mean, you've
Um,
already done it, so.
yeah. I think the last big hurdle, which is what I thought was going to be the easiest part, is actually the most difficult part. Is getting it to stream to YouTube. So there were like times where I was like, at one point I had my own RTMP server set up, my own custom RTMP server, which would have cost me a fortune. So thank God I didn't need it. But yeah, it's just been like sort of this yeah, 4 or 5, 6 months, however long it's been, of putting this together, experimenting with it, seeing if it would work, and it does actually kind of seem like it's working. So I'm thinking there's a few things I need to tweak on my end, because it fails sometimes under some conditions, but it's kind of easy to fix. So I'm thinking of actually doing it properly every day from Monday next week onward. That's my current plan. And the reason I'm here with you today is because I need some artwork done, and I discovered yesterday that I probably can't do this myself.
Well, I'm not the best in the business, but I'm happy to fucking help out, dude.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
one of the many ideas is to, before we continue with the questions there, uh, one of the ideas I was thinking of is that I can make each letter a separate thing, right?
Okay.
So, you have the wiggly letters. I can do, if you choose a single type of letter style here, I can just redo it all because, again, it's just sketching at this point. But what I do
Right.
now is that the 4 is a bit more of the whole LJ squigglies. Then you have the 8 turning into a dragon. The C
Yeah.
is this weird eye, or I can make it a sun. The H is yeah, it's sort of like I got the Towers of the Teeth song in my head, so that one. Don't know about the R yet, but I could just make it wood. The O was
Wooden. All right.
intended, yeah, and the O was intended to be a round mouth with teeth, but I decided to make it some kind of weird vortex gate instead because Stargate rules.
Yeah.
The N is the weirdest blade you can ever imagine. The
It looks
I,
very much like the Lord of the Rings font, the N. Looks like
yeah,
the Lord of the Rings sort of style.
very sharp, very slicey. And also on the Lord of the Rings, a little bit of inspiration by the Tower of Barad-dûr, kind of.
Yes.
Really discount Barad-dûr right there. The C is I had no idea, so I decided just do a metal clamp.
It's the robot arms.
Yeah. And the L is not, well, it's not a boot, but I tried to make it a boot. The E
Uh,
could, the E can become a sideways crown if you want. And the S is, I have no idea, so most likely some kind of worm or something.
yeah, yeah. Um, so I really like the 4 and the 8 as they are.
Yeah,
Yeah. I I think I'd maybe just say keep the 4 and the 8 and expand on that.
yes. And
Uh, and then for the rest of them, let me see.
sorry, just gonna,
I think the O looks kind of cool because it's like if you've seen the game so far, there's kind of this like what's the word for it? I'm blanking the word, but it's kind of just like kind of creepy and spellcasty and
yeah,
how am I forgetting words?
at the
Yeah, that's
atmosphere.
it's funny. Like it's very arcane sort of thing. I don't know.
Oh,
Never mind. Anyway, but I also like the N as well. The N kind of reminds me of that sort of it's not quite the Lord of the Rings font, but kind of similar.
I can do that.
You said it's supposed to be a blade, right?
Yeah. Eldritch, Prime Knight suggests.
Eldritch, yeah, mythical, yeah. You get what I'm going for.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm thinking either like try to make it mystical. Yeah, mystical or ambient. Yeah, and
Yeah.
ambient's good. Yeah.
Oh, it's not a dragon, it's a lindworm. Completely different thing.
Ah, right. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It's a
Just to
lindworm.
just to avoid a certain set of nonsense from Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, Robert is one of the people who are helping me get better at
and
art, and he's very, very opinionated. And if he doesn't like what he sees, he gets very hard on that.
ah, is this yeah, I think I was watching one of your streams before. You were doing the Cthulhu thing. He was on
Yeah.
then, right? Yeah, that's yeah. See, that was really cool. Like I really loved that art
Yeah.
style. That was really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm trying to do the same with my black and white sort of sketchy things, and yeah, I'm trying to get more into that, but again, I have a lot to learn, and Robert has his work cut out for him, poor thing.
yeah.
F's in chat for Robert, everybody.
F's in chat. Poor Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a good teacher though. He is strict, but it's good
Yes.
strict.
He can handle a lot of shit.
Yes, I think maybe Chronicles should be like one style, the entire world, the entire word, just doing it one style.
Yeah, so what I can do, I can try to do the same as the 4, or I could do it like the N.
Let's go for the N.
The N? Alright,
Yeah, for the style. I think I like that.
cool. So, I'll keep the 4 and the 8 the same style, or do you want me to remove the snake head from from the 8?
No, I actually like the snake head. It's quite cool.
Alrighty, we're keeping that.
Yeah, just the 4 and the 8 I'm happy with. You can just build on that.
Yeah,
And I'd say that the whole of the word Chronicles just being the one font.
yes. I can
And then we would do like a background for it. What are the background things called on logos? The splash thing?
I
I'm no
have
good with words
no
today.
idea. I guess some of the people here should know.
Like I've got an example. I'll send it to you in
Yeah.
chat.
Robert Renato should know what the background of a logo should be is called because he's done studies in it.
Yeah.
He's smart like that.
Like you see what I just sent you? It's kind of got this like back thing.
Let's see. Oh, right. The usually cloudy stuff. Right, I gotcha. I gotcha. Yes.
Yeah. Or like this.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have no idea what to call it. I'm terrible with words today. I should have looked up my should have brought a dictionary. I knew I was going to be live.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe something kind of along that line.
Yeah. Oh, we could do that.
The chat have no idea what I just showed you, so it's going to be a surprise for them.
Yes. But just basically look up every fantasy logo and you'll see the whole cloudy background shit. I don't know what it's called either. I'm not smart.
Yeah.
No one is here for my brains. And if you are, then holy shit, you got low standards, dude.
Yeah,
So,
Gorak agrees.
yeah.
He also likes the 48.
Huh. But Robert, you know backgrounds. I can draw Gorak for a price. Hello,
Yeah,
everybody. My commissions are open.
I mean. You'll see it by the end, I suppose.
Yeah.
Um
Let's see. I'll try a little bit around. If you think I should change things, then go ahead and stop me from what I do, and then we'll just try it.
yeah, no worries. I can always just
Yeah.
we can get we can sort of basic thing down and then we can change it around a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. I do like the blade aspect of it.
Hmm.
So, what made you think of the 48 Chronicle thing?
Just because I'm terrible at naming things. Like I'm seriously bad at naming things. Like the hardest part of each project for me is thinking up a name to call it.
Huh.
And it's a pain in the ass because a pain in the butt because it's the first thing you have to do before you can start.
Yeah.
Just give it a name. I'm not sure. I was thinking I was thinking something like Dungeons and Dragons style because it is kind of like styled after Dungeons and Dragons. And I told my friend about it, and he was like, "No, dude, are you trying to get sued?" And I was like, "Can I not mention Dungeons and Dragons at all?" And it's like, "If I was your lawyer, I would advise against it." And I was like, "Okay." So I need to think of a completely different name for it. So I thought for a while. I really liked Chronicles, like just the word Chronicles being in it somewhere. Um, because obviously it's like a story-based thing, right? So Chronicles makes sense. Plus, I just kind of like the word. So
Yeah.
I thought for a very long time about um, what I should call it. And then one day it just kind of just hit me. Like most people here already know, but my Discord server is called 48 Chromosomes.
Yeah.
Uh, because because monkeys have 48 chromosomes and we
Yes.
have 46. It's the only thing that's gonna make my weird sort of view on life is that we are just monkeys, which is why I style everything I do after monkey. Um, and the only thing that really separates us is two chromosomes. That's it.
Yeah.
Um, so I
One
named
extra
my
chromosome gives us downs, and two more makes us chimps.
yep, exactly. So yeah, that was what my server was called, and I thought, why don't I just call it 48 chromosomes? Like, sorry, why don't I just call it 48 Chronicles? Because it's similar to 48 chromosomes. And
Nice.
I believe you can change the name of a YouTube channel after. So if I think of a better one down the line, I might change it and sort of rebrand. But for now, I thought, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah.
So that's why it's called 48 Chronicles. And I'm going to keep getting confused and calling it 48 chromosomes, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. And Callum, just truck on as hard as you can, but don't burn yourself completely out.
48 sagas. Yeah, like sounds cool. I just kind of just like the Chronicles, yeah.
I gotta admit, I like the Chronicles. I like Chronicles too.
Yeah.
48 Chronicles. Hmm.
I think it probably doesn't matter too much either. Like people will get used to the name, so
Yeah.
yeah. It's like the Lotus Eaters. When they first called themselves the Lotus Eaters, I was like, that's a fucking god awful name. Sorry, that's a god awful name. Sorry, I've been told not to swear, but I
No, no,
swear
no.
like
You're allowed to
swear like a
swear.
sailor.
You're allowed to swear, just
Oh,
not say, you know.
okay,
Yeah.
nothing spicy. Okay,
Yeah, I'm Norwegian. Swearing is not spicy.
right. Yeah, I'm Scottish. Like swearing is part of like 10-year-olds vocabulary.
Fuck yes it
Um,
is. So don't be afraid of swearing. Just be afraid of the
all
other shit a man can say.
right. Oh, okay. What was I saying before that? I've blanked now.
Ah,
Yeah, I can change my YouTube channel.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, when I first heard the name the Lotus Eaters, I was like, that's a really awful name. But now I'm used to it and I kind of like it, and I don't want them to change it. So I'm like, I figure like once people get used to a name, they're used to a name. So
Yeah.
probably won't end up changing it.
I mean, when you manage to build something up, they get a different relation to it because he built his channel up by basing it on the Romans. No, no, the Greek myth of the island of Lotus Eaters.
Hmm.
So then, I mean, it had a different meaning for him, just like 48 chromosomes for you.
Yeah.
So, but suddenly it started getting its own meaning by the people who watch this and
I
view
wish
this.
I wish I had his like at least Carl has like a dignified response to that. It could be like, oh, why'd you call it Lotus Eaters? And you can talk about, the Iliad, or is it the Iliad?
Yeah,
No, it's the,
I
the
think so.
yeah.
Or is it the
No, the
Odyssey?
Odyssey.
Oh
The
yeah.
Odyssey. You can talk about the Odyssey and Greek literature and stuff. If you ask me where my name came from, I'm like, I think people are monkeys. Like, it doesn't have the same weight to the story, you know?
Nah, it's funnier though. Because one makes a dude start rambling on about his interest in mythology, which I'm all okay for, but not everybody is. While you're like,
Yeah.
monkeys. I like monkeys. I really like monkeys.
Yeah, I like monkeys. I think people are like monkeys. I think the world would be a better place if we had two more chromosomes.
Yeah. More monkeys, please. Hi, do you want to talk about monkeys?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Maureen agrees with me that Lotus Eater is a stupid and pretentious name.
Yeah.
I thought that at first as well. I was like, well, this is a stupid name, but now I couldn't imagine it being called anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ble
Um,
Let's see.
Bleach says maybe Monkey can tell us about the basic mechanics. You mean
Yes.
like you want to know like how it works?
Yeah, just dissect this thing.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Okay, uh, so the assistant is OpenAI, and OpenAI has an API, so I can just talk to it directly without having to go through like type things. I can just pass it a message, and it passes me the response back. Um, so this is the way that I prompted to start the game. Um, they have I'm trying to think of like how in depth I should go because whenever I try to explain technical things to people, I end up either over explaining it or under explaining it.
Well, you
I
know
either
who
over
I
I
am, so explain it in a way that could, make
Yeah.
me understand. That's a really low bar, so.
Yeah, so basically whenever there's a message that I want a response to, I've set it up with a sort of a prompt in advance to say you are a dungeon master. We're playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons or a Dungeons and Dragons style game. Uh, actually, hold on. I can open my editor and just read it to you.
Here we go.
So on the back end, it has a prompt which says, you are the dungeon master in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. As a DM, your goal is to weave a vivid and compelling story that takes the player on an unforgettable adventure. Use a provided character description to create a rich, immersive world full of enchanted locales, intriguing characters, and unexpected encounters. The story should have a goal. The player needs to work towards completing their mission. If the player starts to stray from their mission, gently guide them back to the main story arc. I actually added that one yesterday because people have been really taking the piss with it.
Yeah, I noticed the part when I haven't watched all of the first attempt, but suddenly I enter the stream as somebody's mount, and their first reaction is to fucking shank her.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
they're like, I think it was Bleach Demon was like, oh, let's see how far we can take this. And then he starts going off on, he's like, I want to summon Maureen riding a troll named Trym. And I was like, oh, God. And
Here
I
we
can't
go.
stop it as well because the thing is, I have no control over any of it. It's all just you talking to the AI, essentially. I'm kind of just the middleman.
Yeah.
So I have no control over whose message gets chosen. I have no control over where the story goes. I just have to sit here and watch and literally laugh out loud. Like the first time the first time we had a test, it was me and Crow. Um it was me and Crow and Disco. And me and Crow were in chat and we were just both of us were in stitches. It was hilarious. Uh Crow managed to stick an amulet up his butt and
That doesn't sound
Disco
too much too unlike him.
yeah, Disco flashed her breast at somebody. Uh,
I mean, she is Scottish.
yeah. This is how she deals with all stories, you know? Like, when in doubt, flash your breasts.
Exactly. uh,
Yeah,
so,
so, yeah.
here's
So,
the thingy.
yep. Sorry, oh, no, sorry, you're showing me the thing. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. Um, yeah, I think we might need to make the O a little bit bigger because it looks a little bit small in comparison.
Yes. Let's see. There you go.
Yeah.
I was a bit uncertain with the C, so I just made it one giant sickle.
Uh, yeah, the R looks good. O looks fine. N is okay.
Yeah. Do you want me to add like some notches here and there on these things? Or do you want it to just be clean?
Nah, I think clean would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking also for the C, instead of making it a sickle, to actually give it like some width.
Yeah.
Just kind of like to keep it uniform with the rest of them.
Can and will do. There you go. Ta-da!
Yeah, that's good.
And the back seat, you want that one? I can smooth out that one too.
And the what? Sorry.
The first C, I mean.
Um. Yeah, keep the pointy bit, but make it smooth, like not the notches.
Gotcha. There you go. Smooth like my brain.
Um.
There you go.
Yeah, so I think for most of them they should try to be uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Make the H looks a little bit thin. Maybe just add a little bit of width to it.
Can do. You like it more girthy, I see.
Oh yeah.
Girthy. There you go.
Yeah.
Kind of made the H look like a halberd head, which is
I
kind
thought,
of
I thought you were going for like a Metallica theme for a while. I was like, okay.
I've always been more of an Iron Maiden dude than a Metallica dude anyway.
Oh, of course, of course.
What?
Yeah, that looks much better.
There we go.
Yeah, the R looks cool. O's cool. N is fine.
I'm not putting two G's behind the I, by the way.
um, the the C looks a little funny. I can't tell if it's too small or if it's too squished next to the I.
It could be a little
Could
bit
be
of
both.
both.
Yeah, maybe just give it a little bit of room.
So if I do this. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Robert likes a H. We'll keep the
Super.
H.
Yay! I finally managed to do something that pleased the Hungarian. And I got it on camera too! Ha!
Yeah, you got a witness.
Yes, several actually. There we go. So,
Yeah, it's looking good.
everybody say hello to Mia. Callum's cat jumped onto his lap.
Oh, hi Mia.
I like cats. Cats are
Yeah,
cute.
meow.
I don't have a cool cat, so I can't do the whole donate for cat noises that Disco does.
Yeah,
Kinda jealous, but okay.
Disco. She's always trying to get money off of men by flashing her poop, but I can't finish that.
I mean, you're not wrong. Good thing she's not here, huh?
Yeah, she's always getting her pussy out to, get the men to give her money.
I mean, if you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's looking quite good. I say we go ahead with that.
All right. Ah, giant curved blade followed by the others. Are you sure? Yeah, so we're keeping the spike. Do you want this C to have the same kind of spike as the first C?
Uh, nah,
Nah.
nah. The first C is special.
Yes. All right, then I am just gonna keep going from there.
Looks good. Um. So yeah, I was explaining how things work. So basically, yeah, you're essentially just talking to this AI that's been sort of pre-told what to do and what to expect next. So every time, uh, so for those who have played the game, it randomly selects one of your um suggestions from the chat, picks one at random. It does like some filtering, which I also need to expand on, but it filters things out to make sure that like people can only have one vote per one suggestion per session or per round. I mean,
Yeah.
just to stop people from like spamming their answer and then increasing their chances.
Yeah.
So it filters out that. It filters out some other stuff. But generally, the computer just picks one at random. And then that gets passed along to the AI because the AI has been pre-prepared to expect the story,
Hmm.
and it knows what to do as well. Like I've given it a lot of other sort of commands for what to do when a dice needs to be rolled and what to do when this and that. So it's already pre-prepared for all this, and it just needs your messages, which it uses as a story, and it responds to the story, and then I just play you whatever the AI gives me back. Like I
Yeah.
have no way to influence it whatsoever. So it is genuinely random, and I actually quite like it. Like I feel kind of helpless when like Ardent Party is like do a twerk or something, or
Jeez.
I don't know. Bleach Demon yesterday asked me to twerk at some elves or something, and then they rejected him, so he called them
Oh, so
lesbians and
that's where
stormed
the
off.
that's where the joke came from.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, what the hell are you talking about twerking at lesbians?
Yeah, and then he was asked to roll for it, and he got like a 4 or something, so they weren't impressed. So he just called them lesbians and walked away. So there's not really much I can do to stop people from trolling. Um, obviously if you follow the story, it's going to be a lot more fun for everyone else. But I do kind of like that people can just put in random things there, and I have like absolutely no control over it. I can't stop it. I
I mean,
can't like
you have the ultimate control of putting it out, but if you do that, you have to stop the entire thing.
yeah. I can cut the stream when I want, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Maybe add
Yeah.
some if you could have like for the streams that are meant to be serious, you can have a add some way for you to properly control it, and then for like proper like balls to the wall streams,
Yeah.
you just leave it as it is. Because absolute freedom in a D&D is it can be
Uh,
both the funniest thing ever, but also the most cursed thing ever.
yeah. So yeah, at first I wasn't actually sure because I didn't actually test it before the first test session with Discordia and Crow. I didn't actually test like can I literally do whatever I want? Like if I just say stick this amulet up my ass or finger this corpse, like is it going to stop me? So they tested this out and it turns out it does actually handle it quite well. Like it sort of at first it sort of asked you like are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
Um,
I like that part during the do you want to stab your friend?
yeah.
Are you
What
sure
do you
you want to
think?
stab your friend?
Yeah. Like it did actually handle it pretty well. It was like, are you sure you want to do this? And if you say yes, well then of course the rules of a dungeon master, as far as an AI would understand it, is that the player has complete freedom, right? That comes first.
Yeah.
So it
Freedom is
actually
the
does
right
it.
to vote.
It actually does follow through with whatever you suggest to it. But it does kind of bring it back as well. Like it tries to kind of keep the conversation sober, which I kind of like as well. So I'm actually not that mad that people are messing with it. I think it just adds. I mean, I'm a troll on my best day, you know? So
Yeah.
like the
The
fact that people are
troll
trolling it,
the troll invites trolls for a
yeah,
trolly game.
yeah. But I'm thinking like maybe when I actually put it out and get more people, because my plan is to announce it on Lotus Eaters on a video comment on Monday and kind of like ask people like, hey, come join my new channel, come play with us. And then I'm hoping that what will happen is I'll get a lot of people who are actually interested in playing D&D sort of style games to come play, and that they'll take it a bit more seriously than Ardent and Bleach Demon did. Uh, and
Shots
they will
fired.
actually, yeah. And then maybe it depends. I might just get like I might just get like 1,000 trolls coming over,
I
but
mean, it
at
is
the
the
same
Lotus
time,
Eaters, and they are the Sargonian people.
yeah, it's a super sparky bunch. So yeah, I need to yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is what's fun for me as well because I have absolutely no idea where this is going to go. Like I couldn't even plan it if I wanted to.
That's kind of beautiful in its own way, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it's a completely chaotic experiment that could either work really well or just or just collapse in on itself. I have no idea.
It can
Um,
work, it can crash and burn, it is just all in the air from the first dice.
Pretty much, yeah. But I
So,
kind of like that. I mean, I kind of like the fact that, like even if people do just come over and start trolling and don't pay attention to like don't care about the story or anything, at least it's going to be funny. Like,
yes.
like at least I would have a good laugh. Like I was seriously sitting here last night alone in a room laughing my ass off at things people were suggesting to do, and it was just oh
I
God.
mean, that's the beauty of chaos, isn't it?
Yeah. Um there's also more AI than just OpenAI. The artwork that's generated from every scene is generated from it's kind of like Mid-Journey, but it's specifically aimed at like fantasy game characters sort of stuff. It's called Leonardo AI. So that's what I'm using to generate the artwork in the background, and sometimes it goes hilariously wrong as well. Um, hopefully I'll improve it over time, but for now you just kind of get strange, literally a roll every time you're asked to roll something. It'll it'll make something that looks like a sushi roll. Uh, so
What?
I think there's some improvement and tweaking that can be done, but yeah, in general, I'm kind of happy to go ahead with it at this point and just be like, okay, people are going to see what it is and how it works, and we can improve it over time with little things.
Some of the most beautiful things are usually made as it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. And because again, just because I have no idea where this is going to go, like what direction this is going to go in. Uh, yeah, I'm just gonna have to play it by ear. This could either be the greatest YouTube channel ever created, or it could just be like a one a 1 day thing that we end up doing.
Yeah.
Remember that time we tried to make it? You tried to make this Dungeons and Dragons game, and then like 100 people played it on the first day, and then 6 people played it the next day, and then
Yeah. And then suddenly the police came knocking again because you live in England.
yeah, you end up getting my OpenAI account suspended for being too spicy.
Oh, that's kind of difficult already because a lot of people are a bit more spicy. But hey, you
Yeah.
never know. Also, Robert Renato brings up a good point. Just watch out, because you can't copyright AI generated pictures. But I'm sure there's some way to work around that.
Well, I'm not really looking to copyright them. Like they are kind of just like one and done. They just kind of like it's just sort of a visual thing to kind of show the scene that we're in right now. Um, it's not really something I'm. Yeah, got a license for that AI.
There we go.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. It's just kind of like a visual cue thing. It doesn't even work that well right now, but it looks pretty. So look at the pretty things.
Yes.
Mhm.
Ignore that.
The voice.
Ignore the monkey stealing your stuff. Just look at the pretty things.
The voice I wanted to give it because there's a narrator, and I wanted to give the narrator like a really good like like Gandalf style narration voice, like
Mm.
very old English, very wise, sort of wizard sounding voice. And I was going to do this using 11 Labs. This is the kind of software that everyone else is using to create the kind of deep fake voices. Um, and I really want to do it, but
Mm.
for the amount that I would need to use it to get through even a single game would be so expensive. The pricing on it is
Can't
insane.
you just hire Crow to do some voice lines for you? Because he can definitely do like wizened old wizards.
Yeah, yeah. No. I mean, and the problem isn't with training it. I could get it trained, no problem. It's just that the actual usage cost for it, I think, would be about 500 a month, which is
Oh.
something I can't really afford myself.
Ooh, 500 Brit bongs a month. That is.
Yeah,
Wow.
500 British dollar dues.
That is disgusting, and I don't like it.
Yeah. So I mean, if it does take off, I've creating a Patreon, and just kind of giving people tiers of like you get to basically make suggestions about changes to the game and stuff like this, so I can give people benefits. But if people actually do like it and people do want this to continue and they want to sort of help it build in the future, I've provided a way for people to like a way where I can improve the game by giving it good things like that, like giving it a really cool AI voice, uh, which can be used on the fly.
Yeah.
Uh, that doesn't make me homeless.
Yeah.
Uh, if I can still pay my rent, that would be good. So, if people do want to contribute in future, if this does kind of take off, if it's successful, then this is one of the things I'm planning to improve on it in
Yeah.
future.
So
But
the money you would make wouldn't exactly be based on the game itself, but rather donations off the game. So it would be more like a game show than a
pretty much,
yeah.
yeah. Like if it gives a community that want to continue playing it and they want to continue making it better, then I'm definitely up for working on it and doing it for them. But money's also nice.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
I see it as a possibility. There are different things that have become monetized in a similar way. I can't remember what
Yeah.
it's called, but yeah, it's sort of again, it's kind of game showy.
Yeah.
Donate for
Yeah.
this and that. I see. I think it can work. I think it could work.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Unlike this R didn't work. There we go. I think yes, yes, yes. Again, is there any differences or things you want me to add? I can do that later because I'm not starting the coloration until I'm done with the lines and you're happy with them.
Yeah, no worries. I'll see as we go.
Yes. Let's see. Oh man, cause it
Can you edit the lines, or can you just sort of redraw them?
to a certain extent. Preferably while I do it though.
Yeah.
Anything you want me to go over?
I was looking at that the H where it was kind of the bendy line at the right. I'm not sure if I like that,
Yeah,
but I'm not sure if you can edit it in real time or if you can only just like undo what you last said.
I
Like,
can.
would you have to just completely scrub it and do it again?
Yeah, it's
I
easier to
don't know.
do it.
Sorry,
It's
the right
easier.
side. Sorry.
Oh, the right side. Oh yeah,
Now I made you draw two lines.
and I can redo it that quickly, so it's really no problem for me.
All right.
It's easier you do that we do this now before the coloration.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, we'll do all the lines and then we'll go over it if
yeah.
that's okay.
Now that that was pointed out, I actually see this. Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes. Very, very good. Learning things while I do. Because I have not been at school when it comes to art. I have not been to art school, guys.
You weren't allowed in.
No, I wasn't. Apparently, my opinions were too extreme. But I'll show them. Yes, I have some great ideas. What?
Yeah. Just don't grow a mustache.
Is it okay that I have a beard and a mustache?
Beards are fine.
Yeah, because I have a beard with I have a mustache with my beard.
Although you have to keep it neat. You can't have one of these Karl Marx beards.
Ew, dude, I'm talking about a proper beard, not like somebody slapped a mop in my face and then zapped me.
Yeah.
Eh, ew. Let's see. Eh. But yeah, I see a lot of potential in the AI thing, and for the people who can get really serious into this, I mean, you
Hmm.
could probably make a D&D story that can maybe kind of get in the line of Berserk if you've ever read that.
I haven't really, no.
I kind of read Berserk while I was younger, but I didn't get into it until Christopher Everard, you know, the Belgian author.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, he's also doing big things lately. Uh,
Hmm.
he got me back into Berserk, and Jesus Christ, it is honestly the dark fantasy version to Lord of the Rings for me.
Someone told me that I should check this out, but I never did.
You
Is
definitely
it like
should.
it might have been Christopher Everard actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying this,
Uh,
so if you don't have the time to read Berserk, there is this YouTube channel called the Almighty Lolly in one word, who goes through the entire goddamn series, and
hmm.
he's made a supercut that is 21 hours long, and I've listened to that 3 times because it's so fucking funny to listen to the way he describes things. I think I might have issues, but then again, it's like watching those long form videos is actually to me kind of like watching listening to an audiobook. See,
Yeah.
I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy.
I'm just reading about it now. It says, set in a medieval Europe-inspired dark fantasy world, the story centers a character of Guts, a lone swordsman, and Griffith, the leader of a mercenary band called the Band of a Hawk.
Oh
Okay,
God, I'm not gonna spoil a single thing, but Jesus Christ, when you get to oh boy,
is it just the manga they have? It's just
yes, it is
the
a
sort of graphic novel.
beautiful manga. It starts off really edgy,
Mm-hmm.
really edgelordy. We're talking full on 80s action hero edge. And suddenly out of nowhere, it starts developing this emotional fucking core and becomes one of the most deepest fucking storylines ever. Because the main character, Guts, he isn't the good guy. Of course, he's a good-meaning guy and he does his best, but he's not.
Right.
He is not a good guy.
Oh,
Oh,
his name is Guts, so I'm
yes.
not sure if.
And you know what he spent most of his life doing? Brutally fucking killing his adversaries.
Yeah, that sounds about right for a mercenary. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. This dude could, like, give Chuck Norris a run for his money. For, like, 5 minutes at least.
Callum Dayton says if it works, you should consider doing a D&D game with guns. I'm thinking Galaxy's Edge style, not the Star Wars. Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. I mean, we can pretty much make this work by doing anything. Like if I can literally just go and change the prompt and say instead of we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, we're playing a Dungeons and Dragons style game in space with lasers. Like it actually wouldn't be that difficult to do like a special one now and again where it's like not fantasy related. It's related to like yeah like space operas
Ooh,
and stuff.
dude, imagine if when you get to Halloween, you can do, like, a Halloween special.
Oh, that's such a good idea. Yes.
Halloween
Yeah.
special with, like,
Christmas special.
yes.
Yeah.
And the Bleach Demon has taken on it to shill you a little bit. Everybody, go to the Patreon. Show this monkey
Give
some
me,
love.
give me money.
Maybe, okay, maybe not that kind of
Only if you,
love. We don't want the
only if
monk.
you want to, and you can afford it.
Yeah.
Don't
And
worry. I
don't
don't.
give him that kind of love because we don't want the monkeypox back.
Yeah.
We've forgiven you
But
for the first time. We're not giving you a second chance.
it wasn't even me.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
It was just, it was just a coincidence that I was in Germany at that time. All right.
Yeah, yeah, right. I'm just saying this. Piss orgies, dude.
No.
Oh, what a fucking world we live in. Yeah. But yeah, for those who haven't read Berserk, I I really really recommend it. It is such a good manga.
Mm.
And
I
there's
might give it
also
a go. I don't typically read the kind of Japanese stuff, but
yeah.
I think I'm the only person I know that's not into like anime and manga and stuff.
Oh, I don't really read manga anymore either. It's just Berserk that the only thing I actually
Mm.
read manga of, and I didn't read the entire manga until after I'd watched Almighty Lolly's summary or yeah
Mhm.
summary series. Again, 21 hours, and he doesn't just go over the manga, he goes over the goddamn games as well,
Mm.
which are pretty cool. I I highly recommend both the YouTube videos, and I recommend the reading the manga for yourself. Which you want to do first is up to you.
Right.
But yeah, there's so many cool designs. There's so many good characters, and Jesus Christ, that shit gets dark sometimes. And again, don't expect Guts to be one of those uh, in it for helping the people kind of guys. He's in it for himself, at least for the most
Mm.
part of the series. He doesn't start developing a heart until later.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I might check it out.
Oh yeah. He's been through some shit.
I did say like I'm not really into anime or manga or anything, but every so often I do go back and rewatch Death Note because I really like that one. There's like one manga that I liked,
Hmm.
or no, not manga, anime.
Oh yeah, well, that's the one with the guy who found some magic notebook and start killing people and he gets a god complex, right?
Yeah, yeah, basically it's like it involves like gods from another world, like they're like death gods.
Ah,
Um,
right, right, those guys.
and- yeah, and one of them gets bored one day and leaves his notebook lying around deliberately for a human to pick up. And then just follows the human around, seeing what the human does because he's just bored.
Yeah, and the human believes that he's some kind of chosen by a god. Was just a well, I
Um,
was bored.
it's not quite that. I mean, he's like a really really intelligent person, and if he's like right, if I'm going to do this, then I'm going to use it for good. So he starts killing like people who deserve to be killed. Like
Yeah.
probably shouldn't give too many examples here.
Oh yeah, those kind. Yeah, because I've seen the first season of the anime,
Yeah,
I understand the appeal of it, but it's not really my thing.
yeah. And then there's a there's it kind of follows two stories. One is the guy who's doing the killing, and the other is the guy who's trying to find him. He's like a detective. He works with the police.
Oh, that's
And
the
they're
dude with the sweet tooth, right?
yeah, yeah, and they're both like super geniuses. So they're like trying to outsmart each other. So the whole thing becomes like a chess match between these two geniuses.
Oh, well, then I can understand the appeal. Nothing's better than seeing mind games between smart people. It's like Holmes
Yeah,
versus Moriarty in a way.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. So it's the one that I'm always just like, oh, I haven't seen Death Note in a year. I might rewatch it. And
The
that's the
guy,
only
the
anime.
guy in Death Note needed a bleeping smack, uni
Yeah.
student. Uh, Goblin Slayer is just edgy meme material, basically.
I keep hearing about Goblin Slayer. Is this like
Okay,
there's
it's
something about this, right?
basically it's an anime that found out that if I start the anime off by being if I start my work off by being super edgy, then I
Hmm.
will get attention immediately. So he made something that was super edgy with uh well, how should I call it? You know what immigrants does sometimes in bad
A lot of
neighborhoods?
money,
Yeah, a lot of that.
a lot of stealing of money.
No, there is theft, but of dignity.
Oh
Basically,
wait,
yes.
you
They
don't mean like
yes.
to the kiddos,
Not kitties, but it's
right?
basically a adventure group where they either get brutally murdered or brutally violated.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Ape grape. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
I was
Oh
trying to be
Jesus, who
subtle
watches that? Why do you why do you know, why?
because being an edgelord makes money and is like hell, you got something called
Right.
Redo of Healer, which is just absolute cancer and it's the worst fucking thing ever. Goblin Slayer works a bit because right after the first few episodes, it gets in the normal pattern of anime, which
Mm,
all does, and just it goes from being annoying to just being mediocre. But it
mm.
has a lot of good meme material because the main character hates goblins with the same fervor that the Doom guy hates demons.
Right.
So
Okay.
there's a lot of good fucking
I can
Doom
imagine
memes.
they sound a little bit out of control. These goblins.
Yes. Oh man.
Oh,
So it's yeah, but the thing is, many people say that Japan and anime is the saving grace of all kind of entertainment. It's
yeah.
no, it is not. It has a lot of good, but you have to remember for every good thing, there's like 10 absolute shit and 50 absolutely mediocre things.
Yeah. I mean, like people are always just like, oh, at least it's not woke, and I'm like, ah, but it still needs to be good.
Oh, there's someone who's tried to do woke, but then when it gets translated by Crunchyroll, it gets so woke that the original work doesn't even look woke by comparison.
Fair
Though,
enough.
if you want the best anime ever, do yourself a favor and watch Full Metal Alchemist.
Right, I've heard of this one. Yeah.
Yeah, that is it's you should watch Brotherhood because that's the one that's closest to the manga, but I'm gonna be honest, the one from 2003 is pretty good too. It
All right.
it goes a bit more bittersweet though, and you don't get the same kind of events happening halfway through. So yeah.
Yeah, and the one that people recommend me the most because I think it's just like entry level anime is yeah, the one you just mentioned, My Hero Academia.
Yeah. That is
And
if you're sick and tired of Marvel shit, just watch Hero Academia instead. It's basically some kind of superhero thing. It's
all
cool
right.
in its own way, but it's just eh. It does superheroes better than Marvel at least, but in the end, you either love it or you get tired of it after a while.
Yeah. And what was the other one? The one of the Titans.
Attack on Titan. That's actually a
That's
pretty
Attack on Titan, yeah.
yeah, that's actually a pretty good show, and I recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
In the start, it does have the whole edgy for the sake of edgy feel to it. Shit,
Mm-hmm.
I ruined it. It does have the edgy for the sake of edgy feel to it
Yeah.
because how many characters just die off and things doesn't seem to
Yeah.
make any meaning. But then as the story just slowly progresses, there's a lot more content coming out. Let's just say that. Things from the past make suddenly a lot of meaning. So one thing that's certain is that either the guy who made Attack on Titan thought through everything from start to finish, or
Mm-hmm.
he was just really skilled or lucky in tying everything together.
Right.
Yeah. So
So it comes
it's
together quite well then.
oh, it does. I mean, there are some people who don't like the ending of Attack on Titan. I liked it. It was pretty damn good, and it made
Yeah.
sense to me, and that's all I want.
You know the one I kind of like. I actually watched. I don't think it's anime. I think it's like a Western one. But have you ever seen Invincible? The
Yes.
one with the superhero dad thing.
Yes.
That was kind of like that for me. Like I felt like it was trying to be edgy, and it was just they were just gore in it for no reason. And I'm not like opposed to gore or anything like that. But I would just like it was just so over the top. I was like, can you just show me the person dying and not like brains exploding into a million pieces and then somebody slipping on their brains and bashing their brains out, and it's like, oh, just tell the story, all right?
Yeah, that's basically the style of Invincible. I haven't read the entire comic book series, but I read a lot of it. And
hmm,
the gore is a fundamental part of it because they made it as a response. Like originally similar to The Boys was the response, but they did it more tastefully than The Boys because The Boys is made by an inept idiot who doesn't know how to make a good story or good characters.
yeah,
So, but then you have Invincible who does the same thing but a lot better.
yeah,
But you have to
uh,
be, if not a fan of gory fights, then you have to be patient to them at least.
yeah. I don't mind them. It's like if that's all you've got, then it's like a little bit boring.
Yeah.
It's the same with sex scenes as well. Like I could not watch Game of Thrones. It was so annoying.
Yeah.
Every two scenes there was somebody naked, and I'm like, I'm not like prudish or anything. I don't mind seeing naked people, but like, can you get on with the goddamn story and just stop showing me boobs?
Yes.
We have the hub for that, right? If I want to see naked ladies, I know where to find them.
Yes.
Right now, you're telling me a story, so tell me a story.
Yes. So yeah, it's kind of like that, and you need to be the fan of one thing or another. But I kind of like Invincible, though. One thing is certain: Invincible is made by Amazon, and well, a lot of the brain cancer has infected it. There's a lot of things from the comic that is different, but they have also shortened s certain storylines. So I don't know
Right.
how to put it because it does flow well. It's not bad, even with the obviously woke bullshit.
Hmm.
It's
Fair
not
enough.
there's something wrong with boobs, Arden. It's about where you place them.
I just like I don't know why it just bugs me. Like I hate it. You know why it is? Is because I hate marketing, and that's all it is. It's just marketing.
Yeah.
So you know when I don't know. I used to work at this place, right?
Yeah.
And on the way to work every single day, I'd walk past this poster, and the poster was it was a topless woman. It was two people. It was a topless woman and a topless guy, and they were both wearing jeans, but you couldn't see them because it was just like from the waist up. And then the guy was standing behind a woman and reaching around and covering her boobs, right?
Yeah.
And that was the advert. And it was just like the name of the brand and that. And I was like, it bothered me because I was like, what are you advertising? What? What is this thing advertising? I have no idea what you could possibly. Are you advertising? Is this a place I can go and touch boobs? Like what? What is it? What is it? What are you? And I got really annoyed with it one day, and I was like, I'm gonna find out what it says. So I googled what it is. They sell jeans. They sell jeans.
Yeah, because they
The
were
jeans weren't
only
even in the
wearing pants, right?
the jeans are not even in the picture. I was like, what the like? I hate that sort of stuff. I hate when they use sex to sell stuff. I'm like,
Yeah,
just sell stuff. It's the same with like it's the same with like yeah, but sex sells, but sex doesn't sell. What sex does is it grabs attention, and the reason you can only get attention that way is because your story is shit. That's
yes,
that I'm saying it. The Game of Thrones story was shit, and that's why that they show you boobs every 2 minutes
yep.
because then you would realize how shit it is. Instead, you see the
Honestly,
boobs
yes. In the
and get
beginning,
the good chemical.
I liked Game of Thrones in the beginning, but then the competent writers were fired and the directors decided that no, we can do better and screwed it all up. God, what a
Gorak,
fuck up.
Gorak OnlyFans when? Oh, you tell us, Gorak. You're the barbarian around here.
Yes, I mean it's your manly parts that are being swung out then, so you know. Hey,
Yeah.
Goran, OnlyFans when?
Can you give me 1 minute? I just need to grab something from the other room.
That's alright. I just keep following, tracing lines here. Now I got the Doom music in my brain. Let's see. Oh, speaking of music, I might have forgotten something.
All right, I'm back.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's see.
Did you miss me?
I always miss you, monkey. Oh, this is annoying.
Yeah.
I forgot that I added that I don't have any background music. Whoopsie daisy.
Oh yeah.
It's not loading, of course, because
So this is another thing I need for the game as well because I do actually have music that plays, but it's like only a minute and a half long, so it just repeats. And then by the end of the stream yesterday, I was like, oh my god, I want to turn this song off so badly. So I think I need to find some like good music that would be good for a fantasy scene that would be kind of
Hmm.
like tense or something like that.
Okay,
Uh,
so I want you to look into the comment section. Look at that weird white circle with a tentacle-haired anime girl, Rob Renato.
all right.
He does really good music, and see, maybe he can help out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Robert Renato has like a. I was looking him up on Spotify. I can't remember what's his
Officio Auditorium, I think. Robert, link now. Chill yourself.
Heal yourself. Do you mind if I use your music? I'll pay you. Yeah, I need to find some good music. To put in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the song too, Maureen, but it just because it's on repeat and it's just like 1.5 minutes of music repeating for 2 hours. It's like it did drive me a little bit insane. Plus, if I'm going to be doing this every single day, I'm going to get like
Yeah.
I'm going to get sick of it real fast.
There you have Officio Audiorum. Audiorum.
Issue
I can't say that word.
audio.
Audiorum. Sounds really Warhammery and fancy like.
Yeah,
He does a lot of other good works too. If you go to his official YouTube channel
yeah,
and you can he's making music for the for a guy called Kibbs on the YouTube channel The Bickering Bunch.
yeah. No Kibs, yeah.
Yeah, and he made a song for Kibbs's game,
Oh, nice.
which is, in my opinion, goddamn beautiful. He and the songstress just, you know, they blew it out of the park for me. I've been, whenever I feel like being in a very mellow, melancholic mood, I just listen to that in a good way though. It brings really nice vibes to it all.
Cool.
Yeah. Let's see.
I
Finally.
need to. I'll maybe I'll maybe message you later, Robert, and talk to you about potentially using your music or getting you to write some music for me or something like this. Because I'd want to, obviously, if it's music you make and you're looking to make royalties and stuff off it, I respect that. So, but I can contact you later and talk about it. If you're interested. Don't breed kibs. That's right. Don't breed kibs.
Well, he's become a VTuber now, so do whatever you want. One thing I gotta say, I respect Kibbs's hustle because he is a dude that is built solely by his own fan base, and dear lord,
Mm,
that is just impressive how far he's gotten.
yeah. Oh, you have a challenger.
I have a
Trym,
challenger?
you mentioned. Yeah, Ardent says, Trym, you mentioned how anime manga was being hailed as the savior of the modern entertainment. Wrong. Guys like you, Monkey, Robert, Razorfist, Ripper, etc., who have passion are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like we do have to like actually just put our foot down and be like, no, here's some alternatives, and then just let them die.
Yeah.
Like I'm really I know there's gonna be a lot of people here that disagree with this, but it really annoys me that people are going to watch the Marvel movies. And I know I know a lot of people love the Marvel movies, but it annoys me that people are doing
I
it because I'm just like,
don't.
just let them die. Please just let them die. Like the minute nobody goes to the box office, all this madness ends. When zero people turn up, that's when it ends.
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
just
put it like this. I am not going to disagree with that because I've despised Marvel ever since the end of Endgame, and
yeah,
I've despised Disney after the terrible fucking movie of Star Wars, Rey kills
yeah,
Luke.
yeah.
Good lord, how they murdered my baby.
I don't think I've seen a Marvel movie since Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I hear it's good, but my frank extreme dislike of Marvel has just kept me from watching it. I really want to watch it, but I can't justify to myself to go watch that movie.
Mm,
Even if I hear Willem Dafoe's Goblin is just fantastic, and I was like, I'm a big fan of Willem Dafoe.
yeah.
It might as well be the last hurrah of Marvel, but again, when you do the whole, oh, I'm MJ, you are not MJ. You're not a red-haired woman.
Yeah. Let me guess, did they put a black woman in?
How did you know?
Just a random guess, to be honest.
Yeah, random. It's not like there's been a pattern for the last God knows how many years.
Yeah. Arden says the normies don't know any better, Monkey. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. You just need to put stuff out there and then let the market decide.
Yeah,
Like if because what they're putting out is just genuinely trash. Like there's no effort put into it whatsoever.
yeah.
It's always about them for some reason. Like specifically the person writing
Self-insert
the
after
entire story is about them.
self-insert after self-insert. I mean, just look at the. Okay, if you want peak modern bullshit, look at the Fable 4 trailer and look at that hideous monstrosity.
Oh God, yes, saw that. Fable is one of my favorite franchises as well. I really hope they don't ruin it.
Yeah, exactly. Robert's reaction there. So, what do you think?
Oh, cool. Phew, it's looking cool.
Go ahead, nitpick all you want. It's
You want
better
me to
we
do a? I want to do a Renato. I'm gonna tear it apart.
do it. No,
Uh,
yeah. Issues. God damn it!
or
My
just like zoom out a little bit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's better.
wait,
Um,
wait. Is it back? Fuck, I got. They're saying I have connection issues now.
uh,
Shit. Okay, we're back.
okay, it's just one.
Uh,
Okay. Um,
Sorry, guys. And the finish has arrived. Welcome, Marco.
howdy.
While you
Visual
look.
dead, audio good.
Yes. What? Visual then? God damn it. Out of
Does
all the
anybody have
moments
any
for the tech
problems?
to die on me, it's
Just
when
when you were
Bess.
showing it off.
Just when Bessie isn't here. Okay, so visual dead. How the hell did I fix the visual then? Huh. Sorry, you stepped on a wire. You're forgiven. We can go for a little while longer. Hopefully it fixes itself, because I have turned off all the things that should be draining internet.
Okay. Everybody let us know if you can hear us and see us. Not us, but the screen. Um yeah, I kinda like it, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm looking at the first C. I'm not sure.
Oh, great. It's catching up.
This to be catching up, okay. Sorry, Gorak the Barbarian broke the internet for a second, but we're back.
Yeah. And now he's gonna kill the lawn for some reason.
uh the C looks like too thick to me.
The C is too thick?
Yeah, the first one.
The first C.
Is it this too thick? I'm not sure what's bothering me about it.
Could be that it is a bit more swingy there, you know. It less. Let me see. I'm gonna try something. Maybe this works. Maybe not.
Bleach says, "What's Monkey's ideas for schedule for his stream?" So I'm thinking to try to do it every day. If that doesn't get a bit too much. So I was thinking like 6 p.m. GMT every day, and then
Oof.
just do like an hour or two, hopefully.
The hustle is real.
Mm. That's another thing that I can't control is when the game ends. So we're doing our second during our second test.
Oh, so
Everybody was just
you can't save what happened for later. You have to finish the quest.
yeah, exactly, and then they weren't finishing the quest because they weren't following the story.
Oh.
So they ended up just like messing around and trying to kill Maureen the whole time. And then like I can end the game whenever I want, but I need to wait for it to come to a logical stopping point first.
A logical
Otherwise,
stopping point with these people?
yeah, exactly. So it was like the prompt said, "What did you want to do next?" And I was just like, "Screw it! I just run the outro." And the outro just like, "Oh, congratulations! You killed the Ice Queen, and now she's sad or something." Uh,
Oh, Lord. Hmm.
yeah. For the C, it's still kind of like looks too thick at the top. Is there a way to make it sort of like I don't want to make you redo the whole thing, but
I
like
don't need to redo the whole thing. I can just, you know,
at the
redo
top
this.
just looks too chunky. Maybe take it like 1.5 times the size of that.
Eh,
Or no, sorry, what?
don't be sorry.
Um,
I'll see what I can do.
like yeah,
Don't worry
point
about it.
0.75.
No, wait, that's wrong.
Yeah. So what do you think? Would like every day be too much, or
Well,
you think no?
honestly, it's up to how much you're able to do. Some games will
Yeah.
be more more will happen than others, but then there will also be days where there won't be much. It kind of depends.
Yeah, probably true.
But if you manage to do
I
like
thought like
daily content, YouTube is gonna fucking love it.
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, it'd be good for the algorithm. Plus, it'd be good because it'd be what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent.
Yes.
So people will actually know. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. That stream's gonna be on that I like or whatever.
Yeah. You should definitely try it. If you have the time, go on. Do it every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and see.
Yeah.
Some days I'll probably just maybe I don't know. Yeah.
maybe one thing is try to
Okay.
implement some kind of saving feature on the story so you can like make it a successive thing.
I mean, yeah, I could technically walk away from it and come back to it later.
Yeah.
We could pick up the same story. That's kind of doable. Not in a way that I've got to set up right now, but it is doable.
Yeah. So how about this?
Yeah, it's looking a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robert Renato came up with a suggestion of maybe making the S large as well, so it's like capitalized at both ends,
Yeah. Yeah. I have to redraw the S though, but that's easier now because I can do this.
or just make it giant.
Yes. I have evil plans, and I will continue with evil plans. Moo ha ha. All right.
Yeah, likes for the algorithm god.
Yes.
Can you host Patreon only special streams? I could do potentially, yeah. Um, when I was setting up Patreon, I was trying to think about what the rewards would be, and
Mm,
I guess like the reward, because lots of people have lots of different suggestions about how to do it. So I was thinking maybe as a reward, you can be one of the people that gets to make suggestions, and then I'll consider them and things like this. So the Patreon tiers are kind of mainly based around you get to decide sort of the future of the game, if you know what I mean,
mm.
where it goes, which I wouldn't mind too much. Like
I mean,
I won't do all.
you could do some days where it's like the Patreon special.
Yeah, I could do a Patreon special for people as well.
Yeah.
I think the highest.
Then you could maybe have them voice it or be a part of it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Or let them choose their character
Yeah, that could also work.
so they can play as their character.
Yeah, then you can just have them play there and help them interact with the DM.
Hmm.
That could be cool because then you don't have only the voting thing, but that you could also maybe introduce the chat as more of a chaos element.
Yeah.
I mean, the possibilities are,
Yeah, there'd be lots of different like tweaks we can do to it
yeah,
really easily.
especially if you're doing like an Eldritch Abomination thing because that shit is always random. So if you
Yeah.
ever do like a like a fuck, what's it called again? Hey guys, what's the Call of Cthulhu? Oh, it's Call of Cthulhu. Never mind. I knew what it is before I knew it. Doesn't make sense to me either. Just roll with it. But yeah, if you do
Yeah.
a Call of Cthulhu style thing with
Hmm.
the Eldritch Horrors of the age of H.P. Lovecraft,
Yeah.
yeah, it would definitely benefit from the random insanity of our chat.
Yeah, it would be easy to do as well. I just need to change the first prompt that I give it to something else.
Yep. Now,
So yeah, I guess I could do special streams now and again, once a
yes,
month or so.
good idea.
Did Monkey just agree to a hot tub stream? I don't remember saying that.
Ah, shit, are we back on this again?
I'll do a hot tub stream for free. Don't even need to pay me.
I just suddenly I never understand one. I was just minding my own business work and suddenly like hot tub stream. It's like what? I just got back to Discord. I'm at work. I'm up and down Norwegian coast. What the fuck?
Yeah, Bleach likes the idea.
Bleach and your hot tubs. There you go.
Although
So,
Cthulhu and Lovecraft stuff is free IP. Yeah, won't get sued
oh,
for it.
based.
Even better. Gorak is agreeing to do the hot tub stream with me. I don't
Yeah.
know if I agreed to this.
Maybe you did a drunken stupor.
Yeah, things I do when I'm drunk.
It's like the Eldritch beings, unknowable and unlimited.
Yeah.
All right, how about this?
Yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
I like it.
All right. Now here comes the dangerous part, me trying to color it. Combining all of this down here. Yes. Boop. Overdo things. That's the way I like to roll, bitch. All right. So, what kind of color are you imagining this?
uh, for the Chronicles, I'm not sure about the 48 yet. I need to think about it. But for the Chronicles, probably like a sort of browny orange color.
Wait, what? You wiggle the 48 a smidge to the right, and it's perfect. Maybe some. Uh,
The
the 48 itself should be moved a little bit to the right. Let's see. So like this.
Oh yeah, good shot.
Yeah, good. Robert sees shit like this quite easily. Let's see.
Yeah, I think there is good.
And then if I do this, is there a way I can? Hmm. I wish there was more ways I could use the functions on this tablet. Well, oh, it's not too bad. Alrighty, so coloring.
Yeah, so the examples I sent you, they're
Uh,
kind of like red, like sort of yellow and orange and
yeah,
brown
yeah,
sort of color,
yeah.
something like this.
Huh. Never really tried this type before, but hey, fuck it, I'm willing to try. So base color, I'm guessing sort of a orange, yellowy, golden, bronze orange, maybe. Let's try that one and see what I can do. Let's fuck about. Reminds me of reminds me of the good old World of Warcraft logo. God, I missed that game.
Mm,
Also, I kind of like the movie. I like the movie Warcraft. Like,
really?
yes,
I heard a lot of people complain about it. I didn't watch it.
my one issue about it is that they made the humans, they used human actors while the orcs were CGI. Had the humans been CGI as well, it would be a perfect movie.
Mm.
It didn't follow the lore completely, but it's still pretty good in my opinion. And also music, like it has a damn good main theme.
Yeah. Yellow, orange, brown. Is that the color scheme from the 80s? That's what all sort of fantasy text is. It's all
Yeah.
kind of the same color, right?
So
Like
like
look up a
it's sort of like how red and blue was the early like the 2010s, you know.
yeah.
Man,
Gorak likes rainbows. We're not doing rainbows.
no, we're not
Sorry,
doing.
sorry about it.
Well, it depends what kind of rainbow. Cause if we're doing the Norse rainbows, then yeah, baby.
What are the North rainbows?
Hmm. Norse rainbows, it was the bridges on which the god went to slay fucking giants.
North Rainbow Bridge.
Yes. Fucking. Wow, I can't believe I iron carpet on fucking Norse mythology lore. Bifrost. Bifrost. There
Beef
you go.
Bifrost.
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 Yes. Or if you're American and weird, Bifrost.
Bifrost.
Yeah. Oh, the way the fucking Anglos are ruining the names. I mean, I can't.
And
I'm best at saying the Norwegian versions though, so it's sort of an old Germanic you should do if you're gonna say it right. This kind of also reminds me a bit about Hercules. Wait, it kind of does. More like
in Norse
Hercules.
in Norse mythology, a rainbow bridge that connected heaven to earth, or the realm of the gods Asgard
Heaven.
to the realm of mankind Midgard.
Yeah, not
Built
exactly
by the
heaven, but you know.
yeah. Built by the gods, it was also called Asbridge. Asbridge. You sure it's not gay?
Not Asbridge, as in buttocks. As in Asgard.
Oh,
Os.
okay.
Because what you call Asgardians, we call Osgardia. Åskadet. Or just asse, because ass doesn't mean the same in Norway as it does in English, and if you write it with an A-E, right?
Hmm.
That's how you do the Aesir. But we have the letter A, which is basically the one I'm writing in the chat here. This one.
Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that one is an A. And in Norwegian, we write them this.
Yeah, I've always seen that and thought it was A.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like an
Eh.
A and an E mixed together, like A,
Yeah, so
A,
it's sort of like you're trying to be Canadian, like eh.
A,
Hello, eh.
A.
Hey, maybe that's where
Hello,
the
A.
Canadian. That's maybe where the Canadian got it from. Oh, I'm sorry, eh.
Yeah, it could be.
Boot and a boot.
It was in the booth.
But yeah,
We-
so
We've never, we've never tested Ardent's Canadianness, have we?
well, he's a Newfoundlander, so they kind of already been separated, but
Yeah.
they gave themselves over to Canada, so that's why we're tormenting him by calling him a Canadian, even though he.
He never does the A though. He never does the Canadian A. He doesn't apologize too much.
Yeah. Yes, Ars Guardians is incorrect. It's Aesir or Asna. And you can
Okay.
also use Åsgard, which is a different way of saying it. So that's when you use, let's
Oh,
see,
Osgard.
Åsgard, like the O, basically the A with a point over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Vanir, that's pretty close, but just drop the R, Vane, like this. And they're
Anna.
basically they're more in tune with elves than anything else because where the Aesir are very brute force when it comes to fighting, the Vanir they use more magics than what they do. It's kind of
Cool.
weird. They're sort of like nature gods, while the Aesir are more practically minded.
Gorak isn't a historian. No more books, only painting.
Based.
Fair enough.
All right, so here you go. Base colors. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks good.
Uh, maybe.
Yeah, I do like the red. I was wondering what to go for the 48, but the kind of reddy brown is not bad.
Yeah, it could work. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Golden, dark red.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vanir, yeah. Earl Testicles is very right there. War and Kingdoms, basically more practical things, while the Vanir were more nature focused. And
Right.
here's the other thing: there are no dark elves as in modern times where you just have tan, white-haired elves. They're not drows. There are no drows. The actual dark elves, the Svart elves, they're dwarves.
All right.
Yeah, no, not even dark as in evil. It's not a separate race of elves. They were just elves. But then you have the Svart elves are dwarves. Dverg or Svart elf, same thing.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh yeah, good idea. Gold eye for the snake.
Ah, good. Then I can just do this. Let's see. Speaking of snack, if you actually feel like watching a VTuber, I would recommend dropping by Rosa.
Hmm.
She's really cool. I enjoy her
That's
content.
nice.
And also she has a cool personality as well. No, seriously, she doesn't take shit from anyone and she doesn't give a shit about anything. And she is based as fuck.
I learned about her through Discordia, so I'm
Yeah.
absolutely certain you're correct.
Yes, she's Discorda calls her the danger noodle for a very good reason.
Nice.
There you go. Let's see, so how to do this part. That's gonna be a fun one. Let's see. And just because I'm spurgy, I need to put everything in place in a way that makes sense to me and only me. Everyone else, not really, but for me, yes.
Oh yeah, it does kind of look like the 4 is the dragon breathing fire, yeah.
Yep. I was trying to do some Ouroboros thing, but I do like how this one turns out. Uh, oh, I'm fucking up.
And maybe it'd be cool to do the 4 sort of fiery, like red and orange and yellow sort of thing.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna redo the entire thing. Or do you want me
Or
to just do it when I color the thing to make it look fiery?
yeah, just like when you're doing shading or something.
Hmm.
Just like outline it with like yellows and orange or something.
Worth a shot. I haven't done fire in a while. Fuck it. I'm gonna have fun. Oh yeah, and fallen in love with this brush because it's just so responsive to pressure. Jesus.
Yeah. Maureen says the 48 looks too heavy and big and having rather dark color, in my opinion. Chronicles kind of falls away now. Yeah, but I assume we're going to do like shading and stuff, right? So like
Yes, that the intention.
Chronicles is going to be darker by the time we're done.
Yeah, Chronicles gonna get dark. It's gonna get darker. It's gonna get highlighter, lighter thingy.
Yeah.
Probably
In the fourth.
you will probably hear from in the direction of Hungary a poor little Robert Renato probably scream about how I burn his eyes away again for the nteenth time. But nah, I'm doing the best I can, Robert. I'm doing the best I can. Uh, but yeah, this guy, you don't even know how much of kudos Robert deserves because this poor guy, every time he just tries to help me with making me understand things I don't understand, and
Yeah.
he's willing to just open up his drawing pad and just start just doing drawings from scratch just to demonstrate for me. That's how he spent last night, basically.
Hmm.
Fucking respect for that guy, man. Let's see. Never done fire like this before, but it's fun.
Yeah, he says just no overcomplicating. It needs to be understood at a glance. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah, I think this is probably as far as we'll go for gimmicks and the thing. We'll just keep the rest of it kind of quite plain.
Yes. I'm just trying. It's been a while since have done fire, so I'm just going to go through this to be be sure that I do it something right. If you see anything
Hmm.
you want me to add or something, just quickly tell me.
Well, I think we're fine so far.
Good, 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 good. Let's see. What was something else I was gonna mention about the game? Let's see. I've talked about the monetize, how you could monetize it. We've talked about how you got inspired by it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, where do you hope the end point for point, or not exactly the end point if you don't have one yet, but a wish, a dream for it?
Where do I want to see it go? So the idea is just to kind of keep developing it over time because I know that, you know, first of all, the AI technologies are going to get better. So if there's a better way to do things in future, then I'll go with this. There's also kind of some setbacks with especially with OpenAI. Sometimes it just doesn't return. For people who don't know, OpenAI grew so fast that they weren't expecting it, and because they sell technology which is very, very computationally heavy, um, they're basically just overwhelmed. So ChatGPT kind of works, but really they need a lot more processors. So hopefully that will evolve in time. And then things like, I mean, I originally ended up planning to use Midjourney and then switched to Leonardo because that was much better. Um, so I guess if there's something that comes out in the future that's better than this, so yeah, it's kind of like incremental improvements I want to make. There have been some suggestions already that I'm thinking about doing. Like somebody suggested voting. So if you see somebody who has suggested something, but you don't want to like suggest it yourself, you can just vote for their thing, and then whoever gets the most votes, that's the person who gets picked.
Yeah.
That would be quite cool. Um, I think we're gonna have to like figure it out as we go because there's obviously going to be some unforeseen things, and then people are going to want things, and people are going to be happy with some things, and then not happy with other things. So, um, yeah, I mean the game will essentially just kind of continue to evolve over time, ideally,
Yeah.
until um, yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to finish that sentence. Just
Oh.
continually evolve.
One thing I started imagining, if the technology got good enough, imagine
Mhm.
if you could add images or animations, right?
Right.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
it.
yeah, sure. Like, if a technology like this becomes available in future, then yeah, definitely. Like, instead of just having images, we could have animations of what's happening or videos of what's happening. Then yeah, I mean, any way to make it a more sort of a immersive experience would be um, amazing. I mean, the only thing this depends on is kind of like the support. So like I was talking about earlier with the 11 Labs voice. In order to use it, the amount that I would be wanting to use it, it would be 500 a month. So it depends, like, because like I said, these things cost a lot of money because of the massive amount of processing power they use up. Uh, so that kind of stuff is kind of dependent on one, what technology we have in the future, and two, whether people support me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw Bleach was asking, can you put in multiple characters? This was a suggestion I had before because I talked to my friend when I was up in Scotland last month, and I was telling him about the thing, and he said it's a really good idea. He wants to be part of it. Um, but he was wanting people to all play their own characters because obviously in D&D people have their own characters. Um, people use their own characters every time, right? And then your characters evolve over time.
Yeah.
And people might not be happy that uh they can't do this. But the thing about that is I can't really think of how to possibly make that work, if you know what I mean. So
Mm.
because if there's 100 people in a stream, you can't all use your own character. How would you
Oh,
even go
maybe
about
that
doing
could
that?
be a Patreon bonus.
Mm, yeah, it could be like, yeah, I'll put your character in and
Yeah.
but the only way I could think about making it work is like, okay, everybody has to play together, right? We can't just watch one person play. Um, and it would have to be a pre-decided character. So this is why the character is random every time.
Yeah.
Um, because I'm like, right, okay, we're just going to take that away from them. Basically, I'm just going to give you a character and you play as that character.
Yeah.
Um, I don't really know how you would possibly go about doing that, if you know what I mean. Like, it's just I don't think I'm going to be able to introduce multiple, maybe like one or two characters, like two, maybe three characters. Um,
Yeah, it
but
could
yeah,
work.
I think
The highest
I
don't
think
maybe in the open ongoing story, the highest donators get their own character, but or highest tier get their own character.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, if the channel gets monetized as well, I could always do like a thing like that. Like, if people join the channel or whatever,
Yeah.
or pay through Patreon, you get like we'll use your character, and you can choose the character.
Yeah, and another thing is you also have channel memberships too, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
channel
Yeah,
members you could have a separate game for channel members.
yeah. Now everyone has motivation to join. And Bleach is shilling me again.
There you
Thank you,
go.
Bleach.
Bleach is a good boy.
Yeah.
Though Bleach, another reminder, you and me, we need to get together and talk a little bit about our project whenever you have time.
Yeah.
Whenever his situation clears up enough, which will be fucking amazing.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that in chat as well. Like people get to suggest the character as a perk. Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll definitely probably do that.
Yeah.
So
Again,
'cause I was
your project has literally endless fucking potential.
mm-hmm.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing how it turns out. That's for certain. I might not be able to
Oh my,
watch
yeah.
every stream, but Jesus Christ, it's gonna be beautiful.
It is gonna be it's I'm kind of nervous about it in a way. Like when I was making it, I was kind of like, I don't really care if this even gets released or if I even get this finished. And it's only been in the last few days where I've been like, right, I could probably launch it next week.
Yeah,
But now I'm starting to get nervous. I'm like, what if this just falls on its face?
because you
Like I never cared up until now, and now I'm like, oh man, and
yeah,
see if I
because it's your
release this, and
baby.
people are like,
You've put
oh,
in you've put effort into this now. It's become a part of you, and
yeah,
that's why you're a bit nervous, and that is understandable. Which means you actually care about it, which means you will not go down the route of fucking Silicon Valley,
yeah.
which is a
And it's
fucking waste.
also been a big thanks to Maureen as well, because I actually made her make me do it. I was like, make sure I actually finish this one and actually release it, and not just be like, okay, I'm bored now. Next project.
Good. Everybody, W for Maureen in chat.
W Maureen, yeah.
Just don't go too perfectionist. Cough, crow, cough, says Bleach. Uh, let's see. Oh shit, I forgot to read up Arden's response. My Canadianness. I'm a disloyal Canadian, the oh, and
Maureen.
only the actual Canucks. People from Ontario use eh that way. The rest of us use it as an what the fuck interrogative sentence ending? Yeah. Fancy words.
Yeah.
Hurt brain.
Arden says at base tape, if it crashes, YouTube would be pleased. I'm not sure what you mean.
Diversity, maybe?
Yeah.
What do you think about this so far?
Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good.
Nice. Robert?
Robert, what do you think?
Robert?
You're a chief critic.
You can just hear the whip just being tightened in the background. I'm taking the piss of the guy, but Jesus Christ, he puts up with so much shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. I mean, I think you can. I would have stopped with the 48.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like this, so I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it's not difficult to read, is it? No.
No.
And it does kind of like have a little bit of a gimmick to it. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. I would have stopped with the red 48.
It separates the 4 and the 8 in the meaning.
It's on fire because somebody mentioned that it would be cool to have the 4 sort of like the dragon's fire.
Yeah, like the 4 is the dragon breathing fire.
Yep. Good work. Ooh, cinematic logo reveal. Let's see.
Another option would have some yellow fire behind the 4. If the snake is breathing it with means a lot. Okay. Yeah, as an effect, maybe in a cinematic logo reveal, but not the logo itself.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
can do this.
I don't know. I'm happy with it at the minute. We can see what it's like at the end, and then if we decide the 4 looks stupid, then
Yeah.
we can always just make it the same color.
Alrighty, then I'm gonna jump down to the golden words. Wish me luck. Usually at this point I would have done something like this, and then multiply. Which would be cool to see, but eh. I want to try something different I want to try something different today.
All right.
Yeah. This was a way I used to do darkening before, and it worked pretty well actually. Inspired by Mr. Robert Renato, yet again.
Ooh.
Yes. Let's see. Basically, what I'm doing is just putting all the blame on him if this gets bad.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm a really virtuous person, throwing people under the bus. As easy as I fucking breathe.
If this ends up bad, we'll blame Robert Renato
Yes.
for not forcing us to listen to his
Yeah.
advice.
Oh, he gave me the advice, so you know.
Yeah.
Uh, again, it's funny to see how this is just me trying to implement what he's desperately trying to beat into my head.
Right.
Yeah, so you know, success is not guaranteed.
I trust you.
Yeah, blame my ass. Okay, blame Robert's ass specifically.
God damn it, Robert's ass.
How dare you, Robert's ass? Wow, well, this would be perfect if not for the Hungarian ass. Why does that sound like something someone would have genuinely said?
It's probably been said at some point in history.
Yeah, maybe around a strip show.
Mm.
Trying.
Hungry ass.
There we go. Bleach is in his thing again. Let's
Oh,
see.
looks like Ardent's ass is having a bad time as well.
Oof. Swamp ass. That's such a fucking terrible thing. It brings so many horrible mental images.
Yes. I just didn't want to think about that.
Yeah. 15 kinds of fungus. What? You're welcome. Oh boy. Let's see. If you say you want to hear what swamp ass in Norwegian is?
Do I? You can go for it. Yeah.
Sumperumpe.
Sumperumpa.
Sumperumpe.
That's not even a word.
That is a word.
It's just a noise. Skumperumpa.
Sumperumpe.
Scooperumpa.
Yep. And it is the South Norwegian way of saying it though.
Scooperumpa.
Yeah, if you want to say it in where I'm from, så är det sumprav. Sumprav. Eller sumpras.
Sumprab.
Myrras. Ja. Eller myrras.
This is not even a serious language.
Fuck you. It's more serious than yours.
Well, our language is dead, so there you go.
Ooh!
Bet you feel bad now.
No, I'm not. Do I look like a guy who feels bad for dancing on other people's corpses? No.
No, not at all.
No. I have no shame. Well, maybe a little bit. Let's see. What a feeling, dancing on the ceiling. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not too. What do you think so far?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a bit more depth to it now.
Yeah. Let's see if I can add a little bit of light to it without blinding people by the light.
Are we going to do the backdrop today, or just this?
I think I can do the backdrop. I mean, how long are we going? 2 hours?
I think yeah, we're going 2 hours now. I can do another hour.
Yeah, fuck, I can do it too. Depends on what our
Yeah.
guests would like. And Arden returns back to lurking mode. I wish you fortune and fame in your lurking, Ardent. May
I can
thy
actually just
lurk.
imagine him.
Huh?
I can actually just imagine him now, literally lurking around his bedroom with swamp ass. He's like a goblin,
He's like a
like
he's a
a little
fucking
goblin.
he's a swamp troll. Fucking Arden is like, yeah, swamps. Somebody
Uh,
told Arden. Oh man. It would be fun to see if the Sultans would do a musical number. The shit we would sing.
oh, I mean, I would pay for that,
Yeah.
honestly. I don't know if you can get Bezic to do it, but
Oh, he's in. We've already decided we're gonna do like a parody on the first day of Christmas, but it's gonna be about the Lich King in the Oval Office.
all right, okay.
Yeah, the child sniffer in chief. No, I'll stop there. I'll stop there. My
Oh,
opinions of that thing is not very nice.
goddamn, YouTube has been like recommending the living crap out of Destiny for me recently.
Oh, that guy. Wait, what? Seriously?
Yeah, like YouTube just really wants me to watch Destiny,
Oh,
and every so
maybe.
often I give in. I'm like, fine, listen to this guy, see what he's saying. That guy is like delusionally in love with Biden.
Oof.
Like, he's talking about Biden once, and it's like, oh yeah, what do you like about Biden? And it's like, oh yeah, his foreign policy is really good. And I'm like, what? Bombing Europe,
Oh.
pulling out of Afghanistan. Like, why would you choose foreign policy of all the things? Like,
The problem is,
what?
if I start talking about the corpse that walks, I'll get my own channel demonetized, and I would love the chance to be monetized.
Yeah, okay.
Ugh.
We'll stay, we'll stay away from it. But I was
Yeah.
just like, oh
Oh
my
yeah.
god, like
It's my fault. I
he,
brought it up. So sorry.
he seems to have like such like reasonable opinions for a lefty sometimes, and then he just comes out with stuff like that, and I'm like, "Gee, what?
Yeah. But then again,
I'm
the thing he has to measure himself up against is Vosh. Vosh.
Vosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That creature.
yeah. To be honest, like anything compared to Vosh sounds sane.
Yeah, I mean, Stone Toss makes a really good. Every comic Stone Toss does with Vosh is a perfect example of what kind of creature he is. Or I'm
Hmm.
sorry, they, themery, whatever he is. Can
All
you
right,
legally define him as a person? To be honest.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Bleach says, leave that for the Sultans. Get back to telling us about the game. Okay,
Yes,
what else do you want to know? We're taking questions from the chat.
yes. Q&A
What do you want
answer,
to know?
because the host is starting to ramble.
Yeah, we're just talking back into politics again.
Ah,
No.
save
It's
me.
because I never get a chance to rant about it. I only get to listen to you guys rant about it.
Yeah, then probably you should join in on the goddamn Saturday shows.
I'm shy.
I Yeah, but you're here now. I've
Yeah,
I've
true,
housebroken you.
true. Yeah. I yeah, usually Saturdays I cook and clean. That's my day for like actually doing like domestic work. So I put you on in the background and then just like because I have Sonos everywhere in my apartment, so I just put it on Sonos. I just walk around my apartment doing stuff while you
Huh.
guys rage about black pills.
That is surprisingly adult of you. Huh.
I know. Only once a week though. The rest of the week my flat's a mess.
I don't even do it once a week. What? Oh no, I mean my apartment is squeaky clean.
Where is the dwarf tier monkey? I can make a dwarf tier just for you. You can be the only one.
Hey, the dwarf tier can be the lowest paying tier.
So I put them what was it? The first one is wait, didn't I put let me check.
Troll tier should be the most expensive one.
Dragon tier is.
Oh,
So goblin tier is number one.
cool.
And that's like just general support. That's all you really get there.
Yep.
Elf tier, you get behind the scenes stuff, so I'll keep them up to date about um I'll keep them up to date about developments and things I plan to do and stuff like this and progress of in work stuff. Wizard tier, you get slightly more, you get to like vote on stuff, I think.
Yeah, they could also be part of the whole getting their own character there, or depending on how much it is, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be good. And then there's if people are feeling really generous, there's a dragon tier, which you can literally just come talk to me and you can just talk to me about
Yeah.
things you want to see or things you want to do or just be my friend. I don't know, whatever you want
You
to do.
get an audience with the based ape.
Yeah, so I'll add you as a friend on Discord or something.
Add me on
Yeah, I
Discord.
probably need to think of. I do actually really like the idea of giving people the chance to like insert their character.
Yeah,
So that'll probably become one of the perks.
which would be fucking cool to be honest.
Yeah, goblin, elf, wizard, dragon. Yeah,
Yes. But you can add like a
elf.
you can also add like a bullshit tier too and call it troll tier.
Trolls tier, where you give like 10 pence a month.
10 pence a month. And you could just be satisfied that you throw something at someone.
Mm. Maureen says she hates elves. Why do you hate elves?
Because we're all, uh, properly trained to look at the elves as what they are. Filthy fuck.
Yeah, you're just jealous because they can live forever. That's all it is.
Well, at least I don't have spiky ears. Okay, my problem with elves is that they never stop being so fucking smug.
Yeah.
Alright. So, how about this?
Ooh, now we've got some highlights.
Yes.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Nice. I want to try one thing though. Merge down, do this. Let's try there first. I like to fuck around a bit with effects.
They're too proper and probably vegan. Yeah, okay, I see your
Yeah,
point.
see?
I see your point.
Exactly. Oh, oh.
Goddamn vegan elves.
Yeah. Okay, not too much, but let's try 42 because that's the universe answer. Yeah, no. What do you got? What do you think about this? I add a little bit of overlay.
Overlay?
Yeah, I did a little bit of effects.
Ooh, I like effects.
Yes, me too. I like to fuck around with it. Like you have overlay, soft light. Hmm. Linear light is a bit too much. Hard light, a bit too much. Overlay, soft light maybe. What if I do? Yeah, there you go. Soft light adds a bit more to it.
Nice.
Yes. Maureen is extremely based.
Don't encourage her.
I mean, Maureen should be ashamed of herself.
Yes, there we go.
Yes. While she's also incredibly based, but I'm not going to say that out loud, and there's no way for you to prove it. Because I will deny it.
Okay. Some of the stuff she posts on my server is disturbing.
I mean, she's a Dutch woman. What the hell do you expect?
True, true.
Yeah. Imagine being a Swedish man here. Poor Prime Knight. There you go. So, you happy with
Yeah, it looks
this?
pretty cool.
Nice.
Um, I'm just looking at how the colors fit together.
If
They're all kind of in the same.
I can try something if I do blue tends to be a good one. What kind of background would fit? Alright, so I have to do it like this so chat doesn't block everything, I guess.
Hmm.
Definitely not the not red. Green, maybe. Something bluish, maybe bluish green. No,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm looking a little bit at the reference you sent me. I mean, what if I just go darker? There, like I go from there and then I try to add some cloud effect or something around it.
That might be a good idea. Yeah, clouds
Yeah.
for background.
Yes. Uh, Still want to fuck around with the construction pencil, but I don't really have to. Let's see where I put everything. Let's try that one. Oh shit, chose the wrong one.
Or I guess I might need to. Maybe not actually,
What?
because I might need to use it in different places, so I'd end up just having to pull the clouds out.
Well, what I can do, I give you one with the background and I give you one without,
Yeah,
in
sounds like a
case if you like it.
good compromise then.
Yes. I mean, it's not too far away from what you imagine, is it?
No, pretty much not.
Nope. See, I can do shit too. Woohoo! I don't know if you can see the brush, but it just does this. It spins around. So whenever I see it now, I just think about like a record. I don't know
Yeah, we can
why, but
see it. Yeah.
when I do shit, I always get I my brain always starts finding music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when something spins around real quick, it's like you spin me right round. My favorite version of that song is a polka version.
There's a polka version. Oh
Yes,
god.
it's
Oh god.
ah one look could kill. It's so fucking heavily accented too. It is fucking glorious, and I love it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I know there's something else I can find too. There's some kind of effect I'm after. Damn it.
That was kind of cool actually.
Thank you. What? I was sir. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, maybe this was the one I was thinking about. Now, if I do duplicate. Ooh. Hmm. Oh, idea. Let's see. How do you look? Back to the effect
Mhm.
thingy. There's a lot of fucking around with the effects. Pardon my language.
How dare you?
How dare you? Oh, oh. Linear light and vivid light looks pretty
Oh.
cool. Eh. Linear, vivid, linear, vivid. If I add the background, ooh. Huh. If I
I think. Yeah.
and
See, now it looks like it's in space.
yes, which kind of works in a way. Maybe. I'm just gonna clear this. Find normal. Go. I'm just playing around with this now, and then you can tell me whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Did I find that? Yes, the cracks. There. And if I screw around the effects here, normal, lighten, screen. Hmm. What do you think?
Hmm.
Because I think this one looks pretty good, but I can also add so you have, let's see, hard light is always a winner, and Of course, add. Add just makes turns everything to a maximum shiny brightness. It's really strong. But 69, nice. But also this one, you get the sort of a blanchy thing, but then you sort of get a little bit of a contrast with the other things here.
Mm-hmm.
This is normal though, so this is standard. Screen, sort of a screen is a middle point between uh, add and luminosity. What do you prefer?
Um,
Or I can see if I can find something else if you want.
the luminosity looks not bad.
Yeah. You want me
So you kind
to?
of want the words to pop out more than the background, you know. So
Yeah.
maybe subtle's better.
Mm. Yeah. So then you have this one, which is the normal one,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have this one, which I have just turned on linear light, and this is both together, which I can do a little bit like this. Nah, I think it looks better. So you have both normal and linear light.
Uh, maybe the lighter one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Then we're doing linear light like this. That honestly, I don't think that's too bad.
yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Personally, I think it's pretty good. What does the chat think?
What do you think, chat? Should I
Is
make him start all over again?
yeah. Are you ready to join for 3 more hours? You
Yeah, that's
like
pretty cool.
jazz? Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this myself. I also got to apply some of the tricks learned by Robert, so yeah, thank you, Earl Tinsky, at least.
It also has redo.
Ugh, I'd rather be re-dead. Actually, no, never mind. I don't like re-deads. They scare me. Great work again, Trym. How
Now he's
dare
calling
you?
you Greta. That's too far.
How dare you? Wash out the background 5% more? I can try. I don't care
Yeah,
if he did meant it as a meme. I still did it.
I think. Yeah, I think if the background should be kind of subtle and let the words kind of pop out a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see. I can
Arden
reduce.
also wants you to start again.
Yeah, I know he does. Arden doesn't like me. There we go. I can try this one a bit more. Like make everything a bit. Who the fuck is
Yeah.
T-Swizzle?
I've never heard of T-Swizzle. Was that even a real person?
No. Let's see. So what if I do this then? But
Oh, it's Taylor Swift.
ew,
Oh, it's Taylor Swift released a new album. Ugh.
pain.
T-Swizzle. Oh God. I want to punch anybody if I hear them say that in real life.
I'll hold them down. I'm gonna try something here. This funny. Nope. No. 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 There we go. I want the edges to be a little bit darker. Maybe not that dark. Because it's nice to have the whole framing thing in as well, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not too. I'm not too worried about the background, to be honest. I most likely will probably use it uh, more on top of other things. So
Yeah, that's good. I'll send you
Should be
one
all
with
right.
whatever background you choose for, and then I'll also send you just the Chronicles and the 48.
Cool.
That'll be $45,000.
What? I thought I, I
Teases.
thought I
What?
thought I thought you pay me. No, that's how it works.
Nah, I can pay you an exposure. Oh God, that's a
Which you
pain.
kind of have, yeah.
Have I? Huh,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I'm just happy
But
to have
here,
you on.
I think everyone here already knew about the game, so it
Yes,
was just nice to talk about it.
it's always nice to talk about it. Also, I got to learn a bit more now. I don't have to be
Yeah.
so out of the loop anymore.
Does anybody else have any more questions about it
Yes.
before we wrap up?
Zimbabwe dollars. Oh God. I don't want to be in debt, okay? Jesus.
He also sounds like an STD you get from banging her.
That is fucking true.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a bad song written about you. My life isn't a game. Uh, if you want a banana tattoo, Earl Testiculates, just hire me and I'll draw you one that can be used as a reference.
Oh
Alrighty.
God, no, please. Oh God. Your life as a game, Gorak. Get back in the game. I don't know how you managed to escape.
Get back in the game, Gorak. You cast I cast magic portal. Which? So, yeah. So if you're happy with this,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's looking cool.
All right. Thank you for letting me draw this. It was actually kind of fun trying something different.
No, wait, no, thank you. Thank you for doing it.
Hell yeah. Always happy helping a friend.
I'm
My
not even gonna I'm not even gonna read the chat anymore.
Earl, the fuck. Thank you, Earl. But again, the fuck.
Yeah.
When's
All
the
right.
next game, Monkey?
The next test session will be on Sunday after Ardent stream. So same time as last week. And this should be the last test. So after this, I'm gonna let the Lotus Eaters know about it, and hopefully get a couple hundred uh subscriptions from that. And yeah, hopefully hopefully that yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm really starting to get nervous about it now.
I believe in you, dude. It's a genius concept, and do add some recordings of a session so you can just show it off.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this as well for advertisements for it, just to pick out the funniest part of each segment and send it in.
Also,
Um,
everyone give a W for Bleach in chat because he is a really good chiller.
yes, Bleach has been shilling my Patreon. Share my channel as well so people can subscribe. Thank you. Thank you, Bleach. Yeah, please subscribe. Come help us out if you want to see the game in action and you haven't seen it yet. You can either look at the ones we've done in the past, but I don't know how much fun it is to rewatch them, or you can join us on Saturday around 3:30, I think, GMT, for a test session, or just watch out for it next week, and you can
Remember,
join.
Saturday around that time is when we go live on Sultan, so either before or after, so you don't have to crash.
Oh no, Sunday, sorry, not Saturday.
Good.
Cool. Thank you, Bleach.
Thank you very much, Bleach. Everyone, Ardent, Earl, Marine, Gorak, the Great Barbarian, Earl, everybody, thank you for joining here. If I haven't mentioned you, it's because I'm really bad at remembering shit in general. I'm not going full Biden, but I'm not too far away. I'm feared. God damn it. Well, and with that, I guess we can start wrapping up the show properly. Anything else you want to talk about? Eh,
Um, Pretty much it.
yeah. Well,
Just about the game and about T Swizzle.
I
Stay away from T Swizzle.
yeah, just do yourself a favor and never ever get close to the Swift Tailor. She will most likely give you a mediocre round of sexual intercourse, followed by a very disappointing and probably projectile-filled evening where you have to run for your life. Then she'll make a bad song about you.
Yeah.
And honestly, I can handle the first things, maybe if I'm drunk enough, but I wouldn't be able to live with the shame of the latter one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're not being replaced, Gorak. Gorak will never die.
Yes. Just tell Gorak that so he doesn't get sad.
Yeah. Hell, now you have to make Gorak a permanent character now.
All right, really? We haven't even released it yet, and I've already got one character to work with. All
Yeah,
right,
he's starting to build himself a little bit of a fan base here, a legend.
fair enough.
There we
I'll need
go.
to I
Gorak
need to immortalize
based. He could
him.
be just some kind of random character that just runs in. You could just a little thing you can add on the side is like Gorak appears just randomly.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so thanks for having me on, and thanks for doing the logo. It looks awesome.
I don't know anything about dating Swift. I no. Well, everybody, again, thank you all for watching and joining. And tomorrow we will be going live on Rumble with the Sultan's crew for a lot of spicy memes, black pills, screaming, shrieking, and possibly a bit of alcohol to dampen the pain. Yeah. And with that, I would like to say thank you all, and thank you to you as well, Monkey, for joining in.
My pleasure.
Yes. And with that, bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.